welcome back to Locally Hour, and we are on day 2 of the Rokr Dream Factory. Really excited about this one, to be honest with you. Sorry, just getting a few things out here that we may need. Don't think we're going to need that actually. Well, maybe not. And we are starting with some more gears, so we're going to need some wax. Let's get that out. We need the screwdriver, which wasn't a bad screwdriver. I started and realised I wasn't totally ready, had things to do. So let's start here. Sorry about that. Okay, right, let's get on with this. Okay, so we are starting with this piece, and it needs waxing on the inside, so it's a plastic piece. Oh, here she goes. And it just needs waxing around here. I think it's going to be one of those recording days. Okay, so that's like that. Then we have this piece here, and that also needs waxing on the inside. The amount of waxing that I've seen on this build just from these 2 steps alone, I hope I have enough wax. I do have other blocks though, I have plenty spare, and this is going to be screwed to it. So, which side? Okay, it's screwed from the back on the flat side. So we need 2 of these. I think. So 3, but it's only 2 on this part. As in, it needs 3 in the total step. Can't get the plastic off me, it's being static. Oh, I've got 3 out now. Okay, that takes care of those then. Move those over there. So let's get this in. I don't think this screwdriver is magnetic. Okay, there's also a little clip here for it to go on. So assuming that lines up, we shouldn't have a problem with the screws. Which is why it definitely goes this way with the hole on this side, because it doesn't have that little slot for it. Okay, get this one going. I always think when it's screws like this, could have just greased them together, couldn't I? Anyway, when it's lots of pieces like, I don't know what I was going to say. Obviously it's important. I don't know that these 2 are together. And I'm going to wax again because they're now together, just to make sure. Then we will put this to one side and take this piece, which also will need waxing, and the big side going through here, which needs waxing on here. I'm not 100% sure how well wax works on plastic, and also on this one. Does it work the same? I don't know. And then we are putting it in this way around, so the screws on the outside. Okay, like so. Yeah, okay. And then we're moving right along. We are taking the larger side with J21, which is this one, which also needs waxing. It's going to go on here. Okay, J21, on you go. And oh, lost where I was on the instruction. 21 K7. This one doesn't say to wax this, but I might as well, being that I've started. And then K6, which is the wheel. So I actually forgot to sand all of this down, by the way, so I remember to do this pot, but I'll have to take a moment to sand down the rest of this step. So we're on step 3 at the moment. I want to get to step 5 and complete it, but I don't know how in depth this is going to end up being. So see if there's a specific, so it's a shape like this with two rectangles cutouts, and you'll also have that on here, so you need to just make sure that that goes all the way down. And then that's followed by J23, which again does not need waxing, and H21, which is this little one, which does need waxing. Makes me worry because I've got a piece over. Oh, put it on afterwards, okay. And it goes on here, and it is shaped. It's waxed on the outside, that is what I did, isn't it? Don't think I've got that on right. So it's like a straight hexagon, so I don't know. And then we are going to grab this piece here with the motor, and we are putting this through here, and you want to make sure that this is downward, it says. So it goes through here, like so, with that being downward, and line up with the other cogs. Okay, and then we are going to turn it over and put J21 on, which again has a certain shape to it. It also has a bit of decoration on. I want this to move. Trying desperately for it not to move, and I just can't get this one in. Almost lost it. Watch it move on me. Almost there. There we go. It's still down. Okay. And then it has the screw go through. So make sure that that's down. Don't move, don't move. Okay, just double checking myself here. Okay, so it should look like that. Then we put on, go to the other side, this side actually, with the Cogs. I'm going to put this piece in, and there is a certain order, so number one needs to go, which way opposite this way, so it needs to go through here first, like so, and then, well, I don't think that's in the right one, no, this one, and then this goes through it. Well, that's going to be fun. one. I have this upside down now. Just like this. It's this that goes in here. Okay. Doesn't look like the right type of piece. No, I had it right. And this goes through here, it says. Wow, I can't work it out. Hold on. Alright, step 4. We are going to need one of those. I don't think we need this for a moment, so let me get that out of the way. I'm sure we will need this though, because I see some cogs in here. So I pulled all this yesterday, which is why I forgot if I'd sanded them. I assumed I had. I was sorting them with the puppy on my lap in, you know, it's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Okay, so let's see where we are. We start with this, and we are going to put 2 on here. Let's get that hair out the way. And put that on that one too. Not particularly lined up at all, really. There we go. Right, so that goes in as 2. And then we are starting with J22. And most of these are marked, fortunately. So J22 goes in here, along with H4, which is the bigger one of the 2. It does have decoration on that side. And then followed by J22. This one here. And 2 more of these. Just going to push that down. If I can. I'll probably use the tool actually. If I can get it through the hole. Hey! It was going. Fit, and then we need to grease that cog. Okay, almost. I'll try and collect all the leftover wax. I was thinking it'd probably warm it up in the microwave or something, and reuse it with a brush. What do you think? All the leftovers, maybe. Just a thought. Might take several models to get enough to do that with. Probably a few dog hairs in there too. Yeah, it happens. Okay, right. So that piece is done. Put that to one side, and then we are moving on to another piece. We are moving on to this piece here, which is going to have this one on top. Oh, only one way around. You've got a smaller tab or a bigger one. So like so. Okay. I like the fact that they think like that. It helps me. And then I see we are putting this through the hole here. Okay. Alright, so this piece will go in through this hole, it thinks. It's not being much over. Oh, I see, it's the whole thing that's going to go through. Okay, alright, we can do that. Like so. Okay, I know, sometimes I feel like I'm a bit slow too. Right, and that way around, onto here. So that goes through there. Quite an intricate design. One way round for starters. So what's everything pointing that way? but then these don't line up. Okay. Okay, in which case this is wrong. Oh, if I can get it out. Okay. Put that on this side then. That'd be right. Had it the wrong way around. No, that'd be right. So they definitely did this part that you can't get it wrong, even though I tried very hard to get it wrong. Honestly, if anyone was going to do that, it would be moi. It's just the way I roll, it seems. Okay, so that's that piece. Then we are starting again with H17. So we've got one of these, which we need to wax. No, we don't need to wax. H17, one side is going to take J33. Which side though? The wrong direction of arrow. Oh, there's an arrow on the top here. Okay, so J33 goes here. In there, sorry. I said I'd get back to them too. H17, because it was not urgent. 17, and then this one here. It's got patterns, so I'm going to put it that way. Do need to wax this, followed by J33 and then H17. J33. And H17, and we'll wax that cog. I reckon we're going to get to step 5. You know, I haven't pulled it, but I reckon we're going to get there. We're doing pretty good on time. I like the fact that they do this in bite size, by the way. Some models that I've done on Rokr have been so huge that it makes it incredibly difficult. So we are putting that. Interesting. How? And which way? This piece on top with it like so. Okay, so it just slips into the wheel there. Nothing holds it on though. I'm going to grab a big piece back and I'll put in it through this wheel here. Oh, I see. One there, one there. Okay. You can almost put that on afterwards. I'm pretty sure you could put it on afterwards, actually. Okay. That one's all on. This one's nice and loose there. It's where it's meant to be. Everything's lined up. Yep. And then we go on to, oh, we put in this with the other piece. This one here. Wait that on this side. And it's going to go through this one here, this one, this one, and this one. Okay. And then this one. Even though it wasn't waxed, interesting. Okay, let me just see what it's trying to catch on. So this one's going to go through here. This one's going to go through here. Okay. And this one. And this one will catch in here. All we need to do is line these up. It's here. Hold on, delivery. Okay. Well, that was an exciting delivery. So my pen's getting ready for the seasonal, some of the seasonal models that I do. I'm going to need to paint, and I didn't feel that I would have the right colour green, for instance, to do it. Okay, that goes there. Of course, now I'm going to get emailed about that. Alright, so that's kind of cool. Look how cool that is looking. That's quite the beast, isn't it? It is a beast. Alright, so then we have another piece, it thinks. Oh, we're moving on. Okay. These other big pieces. Not always starting with that. We're starting with this one, which is going to go on the wheel here. So decorative. I'm surprised that this doesn't want waxing. Do you reckon I should wax it? Maybe, I mean it would, maybe, I don't know if we'll ever wax that hole either. I'm going to get some wax in there a little bit. And that's going to go on top. With the decorative side showing, preferably. Okay. So, good squeeze there. Okay. That's that. Then we are putting this piece, I believe, a tail through here. No, sure, not through here. And it's catching on this one and this piece here. I think. Doesn't look like it's catching on this. Looks like it's catching on something else. Oh, I see. So we're going to catch on this back one. She's now barking at the same delivery driver that was here. Okay, so we're going to catch it on this one here, this one, and this one. Ah, okay, she might have stopped. Couldn't swear to it. Right, so I want to go through with this way and put that on there. So we've got a space on this one. Got a slot open by the looks of it. Okay, that one's on. Needs a little bit of lining up. That one's on. And just get this one lined up. There we go. So that's on there. So you've got a slot left here and also here. You'd have to do something exciting. Now we're going to put this piece in, which is going to go Cogs side in here. Like so. So quite loose fit. And already. And then we put this on, which has some decoration. So this one here up the back is going to go through where this one. This is going to go in here, I believe. And then this one here will go through this one, I think. Okay, look at that young lady. She has to see what's going on, but she can't cover herself up, and she really can. She's just like, why should I when you're there to do it for me? So it gives you an order to which ones to do first. So it gives you number 1 being this one and this long one to go through first. Oh, maybe that's a better way. Like so. Then number 2 is this back hook. It's going to go through here. Okay, then this one here. Okay, this one goes in there, I think. And then finally this one down here. This one going into here, which is by the Cogs. Oh, that one came out. So did this one. Okay, it's very loose. That's it, and I think that might be it for step 4. Does it look like what they say it looks like? Well, it has that going through, and it has that going through. Theirs going through is not more. Oh, I guess mine would be more if I pushed it. That one's just in, that one's in. This one keeps falling out actually. And the other one keeps falling out. Oh, I see, there's also one at the bottom. Well, let's get that in then. I did not see that. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Guess we'll find out in a little bit. Feels like it's fighting. Oh, this plastic one also needs to go through here. I think that's what we're fighting against. Right, it's a lot to line up, guys. And it really does not want to stay on. I can't see anything else, possibly, that it's pushing against. I mean, like, this is really loose. I'm guessing we're going to fix that very soon. Cover you again then. She's like, yes, I moved. Alright, let me get step 5 ready to go. So like I say, you can see that this piece here is not on right. This one down here also is coming out. Both of those are coming out, but everything else is quite well in, including the plastic piece. So, well, the plastic piece actually could go in more, so maybe that solves it. Okay, I think that solved it. So just make sure that that plastic bar that you have behind here, don't know that I can show you, this one here, down here, at the back there, is pushed all the way through. Mine wasn't quite through, and now it's stable. Okay. Alright, number 5 is the part that I was very excited about getting to. So I'm going to go and I even did these. I'm going to go and get those pieces ready. I haven't got them ready. I don't think it actually takes many pieces to do number 5, but we are going to be testing our electrics at the end of it, which is why I wanted to get to it. And this is also where they have several pages for you, all in different languages. There were 6 languages, by the way. At the end of it, it's not too bad. This is not too bad. So let me go grab some pieces. Alrighty, step 5. And I'm pretty excited about doing this step because this one is huge. I mean, not huge as in, well, pretty huge. Can't get the part out. That's, yeah, never a good start. But it does do an awful lot. So we have this piece which looks okay, it says the right side up. So we have 2 of these going in from up here, like so. They obviously need pushing in all the way. don't know which side to put these in, whether to have the painted side going outwards. Let's put the painted side going outwards. I don't know. Going all the way through. Then turn it over and we'll put these ones in and they attach to the ends. So again, I guess I'll put the painted side going outwards because I don't know. 1, 2. I'm assuming I can do it all. No, can't. They're all the same. Okay, never mind then. I guess it doesn't matter what colours up, but they just say make sure that the brown side's upwards. Okay. Doing it the wrong way, guys. From the bottom. Said that, didn't I, right at the beginning? And then I didn't do it. Try and get that out. Just because I'm so excited to be on this step. This is. That's what I'm blaming. Just let her out when she didn't want to go, and now she's asking to go out. Oh, now she's decided to go to sleep. She got a new coat today. My daughter bought her a weather coat, and it fits her very nicely. Because I made her a woolly one. There you go, back to the knitting days. Made her a woolly one last year. Well, this year actually, just after I had her. And yes, but this one my daughter got is a proper. Gosh, I'm doing really good on these pieces. Got both of them around the wrong way. Just kind of busy talking about the bloody dog. Right, then. This goes underneath into this part here, so like so. I'm assuming it's this way, doesn't really say. I think so. Doesn't say this has to be the right side up. Now, there are parts in here, by the way, and in here, so you do, and in here as well. So you do need to take those out and save them. So this is then what we look like. This one's not in. It's now. Okay, yeah, it's got decoration. That's the right way. Then we take. Nope, don't need the screws yet. Yes, we do. Do we or don't we? Yes, into here from the bottom, so which lies nice and flat, just on the ends. They don't want this piece coming out, do they? I have no idea what it's even for, but we will find out together. Okay. Then we turn it over and we are now going to go to this piece here. Oh, we're moving along to the next step of 5. Okay, and we need this piece with the brown, I'm assuming outwards. No, it can't, it has to go inwards. So I guess it doesn't matter. And this piece, 54, goes through the bottom of here, outwards, and we have 49 going on top. It's got some decor just on that edge here. Don't know if you can see that actually. See it a bit better now. And it goes this way a little bit, all the way down. Now we are going to be waxing some pieces, so we need J54, which is this one, and it needs waxing all over. And that's going to have our little person on. Can't wait to show you that. I'm going to do it both sides because I don't know. Little girl with a stocking. And it wants to go in. Like, turn it around. I think it's this way, with the number up then. Okay. And we take this piece here, which also needs waxing all over. Doesn't say both sides. My blocks broke. And we are putting our little girl through with it that way. So it's got the pattern, again here, facing this way. And on top, and then this piece, dang it, should have waxed it first, all over. That's, I'm guessing, especially around the edges. And this piece goes from the underside to hold her in place. Okay. Just double checking that I have enough on there. Well, it doesn't hold her in there very well. Maybe, I don't think it was on straight for starters. Right, let's try that again then. She looks like at a different angle than what I have. Right. Like she's slightly like this. I think that is right. Let's put this piece back on then. Guess we'll find out in a little bit when it goes on to the build. I suppose it goes like this. Well, you know, I'm going to wax this then. I think I was probably meant to have done that. Okay, and then we put this piece, which also needs waxing. I'm thinking probably very much under there. All over. And this piece goes on here. I missed something. It goes like so, like so. And this piece, why does it look like a stick? Goes on here with this at the front and onto there. Okay. If you say so. Honestly say, don't get it. Sorry about that. Well, this just seems weird to me and I don't really know what it's meant to be doing. I don't understand. Anyway, I've done what it said and it does fit exactly where we said it would. It doesn't want to go in and stay in, which always makes you worry, doesn't it, when it doesn't. It's very loose on here, like it's fighting against something. Okay. And it looks like this piece has an arrow on the one underneath. Did it? Oh. I think I've missed a piece, maybe. I think I meant to have greased this for starters. Okay, I meant to have greased this. Looks like there's a part that goes in here, but I don't think I missed any parts. And we put this on. It does not have an arrow, like so. And we put this on, which fits in here. So let's put her back in. If she fell out, she can go back in, right? I actually don't understand the principle of this. I think I understand what it's trying to do. So I reckon it shows like an arrow, but I think it's just telling you to make sure it's facing that way. I'm showing this with an arrow. Oh, there is an arrow, very faint. Okay, well that's in the right place. I can see this just constantly falling off. Okay. Let's put it back on again then. Oh gosh. No, I've put it on the wrong way. My goodness. And the piece broke. Let me go and see if I find another one. They did. Hopefully it's a spare and not for something else. So let's get that re-greased, waxed. Honestly, about the times I was manhandling it, I'd be lucky if it ever worked. So I had to go in like so. Then put on this piece like so. And this on the bottom. That went in squarer. And then put on here like we had it. Still loose this corner. Okay, stop touching it. Okay, next we are going to put on this. Okay, we can do that. Okay, and what we do is we have this facing like so. We have this side with the wall decor, just about see it facing in here. So what's going in where? This is going in here. So we're using this one, and this one will drop in there. That's what we're doing. So let's pop them all in. 1, 2. Use this end to go, and then push it forward as far as it will go. And then we need another pot. Did not realise. Page 22. This one will go up from here onto here. I guess that stops it falling backwards. Ooh, as I push it backwards. There you go again. I mean, obviously that girl's going to move. I just, don't know how to put it on right. That's a tough fit. There we go. Okay, that stops it rolling backwards. And then we are going to take this wire and pop it through this hole here. So it goes through here and all the way through to the back. There's another one at the back there, like so. Okay. And we are going to be dealing with this, which has magnetised the screws. Next, and that's going to go in this hole with the speaker facing downwards and the wire going towards here. Now I guess this is where the circuit board's going to be. That would be my guess. Okay. And then we take this, which holds it in place, and there's 3 holes here for the screws. That's going to go on here to hold everything in place. So just making sure it's this way, yeah. Not getting us to turn it over or do something weird. So I'm going to get it through here. All 3 of them. And try and line it up. It's an exciting part, this one. Almost finished it actually, which is good because we're probably really running out of time, but it seemed like an important one to try and get done. So it goes in there, and it goes there. And it's the screws that are holding the speaker in place. Or at least at the moment. Cool. Okay, that's that part. Now I'm going to be dealing with this. Now this is the part that I couldn't take off, which I think I'm going to have to. Oh, I was going to do it before I put that piece in. So to save me doing that. Alright, okay. So what I'm going to do is take this plug out, take this piece off. We want this circuit board here, and I want to run that through there because I couldn't get it out. I didn't. Oh, I still need a problem. I still need to get it through there, so that made no difference. All right, back to trying to get this out. Okay, we're done. Let me pop this back to where it was. That way. All right. it wasn't too bad. What I did was, I'll tell you how I got it out in the end, is I popped the tip of the tweezers down one of the longer sides and then pushed it in that way. So, right, back to this. So this one, we now need to thread through both the holes, go in the opposite direction. Easier said than done, it seems. So it's going through the same holes as what the motor one went through, but the opposite way. And this will be here, and then we plug this into this again. It's like, I just gave it up. I don't want to take it back again. You're going to get something in there and invade my privacy. Like so. Okay. Okay. Just saying the right way to put it in, but I didn't think there was an option of doing it any other way. The funny thing is the picture looks almost, oh, I guess it's not quite identical. Okay, then this piece, I'm pretty sure goes in those two holes here. There's two little, no, there's not. Makes me wonder. I don't know. Don't know where it's going. Okay, I will ignore that then for the moment. It doesn't tell me to do it yet anyway. Then, now it's going to tell me to do it. Oh, I see. It's going this way, so that this, where we plug in the USB, is on the outside. Easier said than done. These are, oh, it's got to be those upwards. Oh, we're holding it with screws. So underneath there are two holes. You want the holes. I'm just trying to do the clips here on top. It's nothing to do with that. It's two holes. And it's screws that hold him in. I need two of. So let's put them through there first. Get that start. This screwdriver's actually been okay. A lot of times there's ones you'll probably never use. Okay. Felt it click. And then we're going to wire up everything. So are we putting this in? Are we securing it? We are going to be after everything's wired in. Okay, so I want it this way for starters. We want our we need to make sure that this wire is over this hook, and then over, there's two hooks on here, so this one will have that on, and then this one will go in there. So, like so, like so. And then there's only one way it will go in anyway. Still quite a tight fit, so I'm going to get them in and then manipulate that wiring. So you've seen me do this before, but this time you want them to go in all the way. So this one's the motor, goes in the first one. Music goes in the second one. This one here. Checking where the wires are. Like I say, get them in as far as you can this time. This is the on-off switch, by the way. Remember, I couldn't work out where I was meant to be clicking and how I managed to make it work. That was it. And then we are in our wires here, plugging those in. So, oh, let's put this back onto our hooks here. So that one doesn't need to go on this hook. just this one. Neither one of those need to go on the hook. My gosh, they just need on this one for one. It's the short string. I think that's this one, which goes on that hook. And you need to leave, is this one, you need to leave a measurement. I'm going to put this in anyway. So this one goes in next. I don't think the lights really matter which ones you use, by the way, but because of the length of the wire, I guess. Anyway, and then this one hooks over here. I got a little bit of a gap, so I want to hook it down there. Okay, great. Then the long string goes next, which just clips in. Make sure you got it round the right way, looking at those pins. Push it all the way in. And then lastly, our, whatever this is going to be, oh, it was light, wasn't it? It was a strip light. It's pretty cool. Well, they're strings, they're strips. This is more of an LED, I think, light in comparison. And then we screw it in to, there's two holes from there, one on the other side. So we screw that in like so. What you can do about these then is they just come up. Well, they're meant to be like that. Okay. I don't feel like these screws are going to have much of a grip on them. Couldn't find them for a second. Okay. I'll walk us back. So I'll be back. We get that screwed in, tested, and we call it for today. Alright. Might hear some play from the dogs. The others should be tired, but that's not how it works, is it? It's like these will only just reach because of those bars being there. Maybe it needs air underneath it, and that's the principle behind that. Lined up pretty easy. Don't overscrew this because you don't want it breaking in the middle. I'm going to unscrew it one actually. Alright, and now it says to test it, and then it gives us a whole troubleshooting guide if it does not work. So let's test it together. Breathe deep, guys. Oh, let me get my wire. And this is the end of step 5, and then it starts on step 6. So plug it in at the back. I'm scared, have to be honest. Oh, this needs tightening up. Right, so press the button, it says. Sweet, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Well, it did work, didn't it? We checked it at the beginning. Huh. Oh. Let me plug this into a different terminal in case that's what the problem is. Ooh, oh, there we go. How weird. Okay, so it says press it once for everything. Everything is moving. Got music playing, got lights flashing. Press it again and it stops the music, but the lights will still work. And then press and hold to turn it off. So it has the girl at the back here, so she's facing, according to me, she's facing the wrong way and certainly not doing anything, but then there's nothing attached to her to do anything with. So it says the things to check if yours do not work, that all your cogs are lined up. Take one, mine is working anyway. So they picture that to make sure that your motor is working and all your cogs are working and lined up. Nice and pretty quiet, isn't it? Not too loud. Second picture is to make sure that this part here, oops, sorry mate, oops, that was my fault, I'm sorry. Oh, what did I do? There we go. Is free flowing, and that would have stopped it. And they're the two main points that would stop this. That doesn't look fantastic other than my girl being back to front, and I can see she's back to front, just need to be pointing outwards. I would think, I can't see the point of why she would be going inside. So I need to sort her out, but other than that, that is it for today. I can turn the music on again if you'd like. There we go. And then turn off, you press and hold and it all goes off. That's pretty cool. And it's quite sensitive too. You've got music. I love it. How cool is that? And this is going up and down for whatever that's going to do. You should imagine that's going to be to do with the parcels. This one's going round, which is going to be to do with the tree, as far as I can remember. This, I'm guessing, will do something, but it's definitely on the move. And the only thing which is wrong is to do with, let me turn this off so I'm not in competition, is to do with the little girl being the wrong way around. Everything else is working fine. Weird about my electrics. I don't know why it wouldn't have worked where it was, because it did the other day. And I haven't touched it. I don't think, or did I? I don't know. Anyway, that is us for today. So we got all the way to step 5, which I was really excited to do today. We are then moving on. Let's get this up so I can get a little thumbnail for us. So we will be then moving on to step 6. Really very excited about this one, by the way. I think it looks fantastic and I'm really happy with it, and I love the fact that this does that, and I think that goes on a sign at the top if I can recall. Anyway, onward. So number 6 is right at the bottom of our instructions for this page before it goes into all the other languages, and the languages are English, German, Italian, what else? Doesn't say what this one is. Oh, this is it. Okay, we've gone into our thing now, but I know it does have other languages. It actually found out at the front, it says, wait, let me show you. Okay, it was 5. I know, I think I was right, Spanish as well. So, alright, so what are we doing? Number 6, we are building, get to the right page again now. The nice thing about this Rokr is they have done it in quite bite-sized pieces, which is rather nice. Number 6, we are putting on a door in front of, back here actually. So I think we are going to be, over this side, we're going to be starting to build something. We're making a little door, and then I'm not 100% sure, guys, where we're going to go. I mean, I knew up to this point because I've kind of studied where we were going on it. And like I say, really excited that we got this far. So any comments are very much welcome. Do please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I do have lots of other, but not only just Rokrs, but other models on site as well. So check them out. And most of all, though, take care of you. I look forward to seeing you for day 3. Take care. Bye-bye.